Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Link, Aave and Avax price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. We're gonna start with the Link here where we have on the daily 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse toward the upside, finish wave 1 or wave A followed by a complex structure W, X, Y, X and a Z here where you can see a wave Z finishing a wave 2 or a wave B and then continuation simply for higher prices. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and impulse for a wave 1 here, looking of course at a running flat as a wave 2, and then of course again continuation for higher prices, potentially an impulse a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 and a 5 of course to finish here a wave 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, impulse for higher again prices for wave C or wave 3. Your wave C has to hit at least the 1-to-1 fib level, which is $69. Your wave 3 has to reach the 1.618, which is $108. In a bearish scenario, of course, you might still be in a bigger correction here as a big A, B, and a C. However, this is still, of course, a very far possibility. We still need, of course, to break a lot of levels before calling such a scenario, and at least to take the lows here, and then we start to think about this potential bearish scenario. Now, if we dive deeper a little bit on the 2-hour chart to see the current price action, what is doing and what we might have next. So on the 2-hour chart, we are looking at this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, potentially, of course, finished wave 1 or wave A as an expanding diagonal here, because it is the only way that we can count, of course, a wave 1 here in case we are still looking toward the upside. And in this case scenario, you reach perfectly the wave 2 here, fib level without reaching the 886, moving impulsively again toward the upside for a wave 1 for the link, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a wave 3 in the yellow, wave 4 in the yellow given as well, and unfolding right now the final wave 5 for this yellow scenario. Your final wave 5 is of course expanding as 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. And of course here we still have one final wave for 5 to finish up in this target 0.618, 0.618 and the 1-to-1 fib level at $22 or $21. So I'm expecting from this level, since we have hit perfectly the blue box and the fib levels, I'm looking for an impulse wave 5 towards this price action. That was it for Link. Let's move for the next one, which is Aave. So for Aave, we're gonna also start on the all-time history first and see where are we. Aave is a very nice chart, starting very impulsively toward the upside. Wave A or a wave 1, and then a very complex structure W, X, and a Y. Starting again, wave 1, 2. Another 1, 2. I'm expecting a massive wave 3 toward the upside to unfold after having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now, wave 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5. Continuation for a massive wave 3 in the orange scenario to unfold, of course, a wave 4 and a 5 later on. And this is going to be, of course, whether you're wave 3, wave 5, wave 4. Of course, we don't forget as well that it can be a possibility for an A, B, and a C here. The wave C, of course, can be at the same time here. The wave B already finished there. So as of course bearish scenario, you still probably can have, of course, an ABC here, longer correction for a wave 2, but currently the wave 2 is finished already there. For a wave C, you need, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here as an A, B, of course, a zigzag, and then, of course, looking for an impulse towards the downside, very far possibility. Of course, we need to break a lot of levels. First, this level. Second is this level. Finally, a triangle level, and then of course we might still looking for higher at the end. So yeah, let's enter inside it, of course, to see what's going on the 2 hours chart here. On the 2 hours chart, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finished wave 1 or wave A. Obviously, we have an A, B, and a C expanding flat. On the logarithmic chart, not hitting the 0.38, meaning a very high potential for bullish. But on the linear chart, already taken, I would say, and then moving towards the upside, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Impulsive towards the upside. Currently, on the lower time frame, you finish in another 1, 2 here. You're looking for this wave 2 still, potentially still looking for a little bit lower before continuation for higher prices as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of course, for higher again. Now, to estimate, of course, as well the potential of a zigzag on the daily back again. So I'm looking at least for $510 here in case we are in a zigzag for Aave. 1-to-1 fib level, wave C. But if you are in a wave 3, don't forget, and if we are very impulsive, as we saw per the scenarios, we might reach, of course, even higher. A 1.618, of course, is the wave 3 target, $870. That was it for Aave. Let's move for Avax as well on the all-time history as well for Avax. We are looking as well for several and multiple scenarios. Here we go. So for AVAX here, we are looking first of all for an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finished wave A or a wave 1, WX and a Y for a wave 2 or a wave B, and you're looking here at an impulse as another wave 1, and you're looking at another wave 2 finished already there, taking almost the 1-to-1 fib level, which is nice to see. And of course, looking for continuation for higher prices here for AVAX, and we're looking at a potential 1, 2 here, and then 3, 4, 5 towards higher prices to finish, of course, this wave 3 in the yellow there, which it might unfold, of course, at very higher prices later on. So obviously we need to update our counting here for AVAX. So I'm gonna add here also a 1, a 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. This is gonna be your gray scenario, which is the lowest, the very micro, to finish a wave 3, then wave 4. Of course, another scenario here is a triangle A, B, C, and then D and a E. So if this gonna turn into wave E as a zigzag, of course, we have to watch it. We have to watch the 1-to-1 fib level in case we get it. Therefore, we have to expect that we move toward the downside later on. Therefore, we're gonna lay down this target at least to be tested for 1-to-1 fib level, which is very close actually, $28.5. So those are the possibilities for AVAX. Still, of course, looking for triangle here, potentially moving down, or of course from the 1-to-1 fib level, or you are in a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, or simply an A, a B, and a C. Finally, even can be a WX here, sorry, a WX and a Y. The wave Y can be simply a bigger zigzag. And the minimum target for AVAX here, we're talking about the full bull run here. If in case we are in a wave Y, you are looking for the 1-to-1 fib level, $110 as a zigzag A, B, and a C. In case we are looking for higher, you are looking definitely for the 1.618, wave 3, $387. Those are the targets for AVAX. Let's move inside it finally. Of course, for this price action, we can see this move toward the upside is several 1-2s here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the main wave 3. Finishing wave 4 and a 5 to finish, of course, now the major wave 3 in the yellow, and then looking for a wave 4 and a 5 toward the upside. If we want to take the target for a wave 4 currently, we are looking, of course, at the 0.23 at the $23 as well, 0.5 regarding the timing required for this wave 4 taken from the wave 2. Based on the wave 3 here, we are looking, of course, for this blue box. Therefore, between the blue box and the fib levels, we are expecting to finish here a wave 4, preferably in the middle of it for perfection of time, and of course moving toward the upside for 545 for higher prices again. That was it for Aave, Link, and Avax. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.